What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about Arcane. Now, what can be said about this show that hasn't already been said? A great watch from beginning to end. If you have Netflix and haven't watched this show, what are you doing? The show dropped near the end of 2021, and since then there's been no signs of a trailer or even a sneak peek of the second season. But until we get some news on season 2, I want to talk about some characters I would like to see. Please know that I've never played League of Legends, but the game's like Overwatch, all lore but no story mode, so I'm in the clear to make a video like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Up first, we got Darius, the Hand of Noxus. Darius was an orphan in the southern city of Basilic. Darius spent his childhood taking care of his brother and fighting for his survival. But things would soon change after the city got invaded. Darius, alongside his little brother Draven and a friend, got captured during the invasion. But Captain Cyrus, the man leading the invasion, showed them mercy and took them in. Darius would go on to get married, have a couple kids, fight battle after battle, and then get promoted to Hand of Noxus. The reason I want to see Darius is because we're shown that there's a lot of stuff going on in Noxus. Warlord Ambessa came to Piltover looking for weapons to deal with the man who killed their son. However, this man clearly wasn't a threat she could just take out, so she needed weapons. I may be reaching, but I would like to think Darius is the one her son messed with. I mean, the dude is built like a tank and called the Hand of Noxus. Come on. If we get to see more of Noxus and Arcane, I would love to see him make an appearance. Up next, we got Urgot, the Dreadnought. Urgot was a Noxian executioner who also carried out missions for the Emperor. The man was loyal, but it wouldn't do him any good. Ruler of Noxus and fake-ass Targaryen here, Jericho Swain, saw him as a threat to his plans, so he thought it best to take him out of the picture. So Urgot was sent to Zon to eliminate a threat against the Emperor, so he was told. But instead he was sent to the Dredge, a Chemtech prison mine. But Urgot wouldn't be there long, because after being there for a bit, Urgot thought to himself, you know what? I want to take over this damn prison. So he did. And now the man has one goal, to plunge the world into chaos and to get rid of those he deems unworthy. The reason I want to see Urgot is because it makes sense for him to be the next big bad. Zon is going to be in a state of chaos with Silco out of the picture. Now there's definitely cooler villains out there. I mean, this man is kind of disgusting to look at. But with violence and corruption already plaguing Zon, I feel like a boogeyman would seal the deal. And Urgot is that boogeyman. Next up, we got Ezreal, the prodigal explorer. Ezreal here was raised in Piltover by two famous archaeologists. Piltover plus archaeologists equals money. But this also means his parents weren't home for a lot of time, so he also got to spend time with his uncle. His parents fueled his dream of discovering new things and traveling. And his uncle assigned him tutors to teach him about cartography, hextech mechanics, and ancient history. Ezreal absorbed everything he was taught, and it got to a point where he just stopped caring. At his university, he was evading wardens, not paying attention in class, lockpicking, going underground and adventuring. For what? Shits and giggles. The arrogance. The ass-kicking I would get if that was me. But it wasn't all lighthearted. Ezreal's parents continued to be gone, and it would get to a point where he realized they weren't coming back. Uncle thought they were dead, but Ezreal believed, oh no, I'm not a fictional orphan just yet. So he went looking for them, eventually coming across the tomb of Nazook. He found the tomb his parents couldn't find and his signature gauntlet. So now with his new weapon, he seeks fame and fortune, he wants to discover ancient secrets and artifacts, and most of all, he wants to find his parents. Now here's the thing about Ezreal. Link, is that you? I'm sorry, it was low-hanging fruit, I had to. Now, Ezreal just radiates protagonist energy. It'd be cool to see him like come back from an adventure and see that Piltover's in chaos after what happened to the council. Or to see a younger version of him and see his knowledge about hextech. If Jace is gonna be looking for more allies, I feel like Ezreal would definitely be one of them. Up next, we got Dr. Mundo, aka the Madman of Zon. Now, Dr. Mundo was born in Zon and grew up to be a very large man. And he would put that strength to use as an enforcer. However, after a mistake that made his boss angry, he was sent to the Oswald Asylum. It was there that he was getting experimented on, and though he was getting stronger through those experiments, the brain was getting damaged. And because of this, he lost memory of everything. Instead of losing his mind entirely, he mistook a jacket he had on for a doctor's coat and called himself Dr. Mundo. This sounds like a superhero story, but it's not. Mundo started to treat everybody in the asylum, but in doing so, he offed everybody.
Doctor, I don't think this is how the procedure goes. Mundo is doctor, not you.
And Mundo would then go on to find many other patients who would need to be cured. Now, no, Mundo basically sounds like a big dumb Hulk who wants to be a doctor. I just feel like his story would be interesting to see on screen because it's kind of sad. Just a regular guy doing his job, and because of one mistake, he got turned into a monster. And with the way Arcane writes their characters, they can make this an even sadder story. And let's say Vi and Caitlyn have to deal with Urgot, this could be an opponent for Echo to deal with. And with Mundo, there's a horror angle that creators can attack because he was tearing dudes apart trying to cure them. That is some scary shit. And finally, we got Ziggs, the Dean of Demolitions. Ziggs is a Yordle, which I think is what happens when you grab a furry animal and a goblin and you put them together. Ziggs has a talent for tinkering, and he wanted to be a revered inventor like Heimerdinger. Ziggs would be invited to make a presentation in the Yordle Academy in Piltover. It played out like how talking back to your mom would go. Terribly. He went home in shame, but then the professors he was presenting to got captured. The professors were held in a prison and the military couldn't get past the walls, so Ziggs saw this as an opportunity. In Ziggs' presentation, he blew up a wall in the academy and he realized he could use that to free them. He would dub his bombs Hexplosives and they worked like a charm. After being rescued, the professors offered him the title Dean of Demolitions, and he accepted. And from then on, he continued to hone his craft in explosives. There's only one reason I want to see Ziggs in Arcane, and it's the only reason I need. I need to see him and Jinx blowing stuff up together. This poor girl was put through the ringer. She needs a friend. And it would be hilarious to see the shenanigans these two would get into.
Hey, kid! Yeah, you're pretty ugly. You deserve to get blown up.
What? And we are done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. My socials will be in the description. And please tell me, do you like any of these characters? Which one is your favorite? Any other characters you would like to see in the next season? Are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments.